Hi, I'm Dick Lyon.
And I'm Kathy Lyon.
I'm Noah Freilich.
I'm Felicia Freilich.
I'm Shane Freilich.
And I'm Greg Freilich.
The ocean covers over a whopping 80% of the Earth and contains almost 20,000 different species of fish, with about 150 to 200 species added each year to the census. I was able to find that on oceana.org. All throughout Tampa Bay, there's a massive ecosystem filled with a variety of these different species of fish that can all be easily identified. I've been blessed enough to catch a few of these fish, such as the redfish, the black drum, and the speckled sea trout. So today, we will be discussing how to identify these fish that are found in Tampa Bay. Saltwater drum are a family of fish that consists of beautiful creatures such as the red drum, the black drum, and the speckled sea trout. Some of these drums can grow up to 50 pounds and almost 5 feet in length. Snook are another type of fish found in Tampa Bay, and they are a species that was hurt until 2010 by a freeze that killed a lot of their population. Since then, they've bounced back in number and size and are healthy and great for our ecosystem now. Tarpon are a fish that bring people in from all over the world to catch. Their nickname is the Silver King, as they're kind of like the king of the bay. Catfish are the final species of fish we'll be discussing today. They are a bottom-feeding fish found in the bottom of the water column that have been even known to eat tin cans. They eat anything that is placed in front of them. So now that I've informed you of the main species found in Tampa Bay, I will talk to you about how these different species can be identified. The saltwater drum have a few characteristics that make them fairly easy to identify. As their name obviously states, the red drum are a reddish fish that transition into a white underbelly. Their staple marking is the black dot on the tail that marks them as a redfish and the bluish hue at the tip of their tail. I have a picture of one of them that I caught, and we'll zoom in here and you'll be able to see just exactly what I mean. This black dot right here and this bluish hue at the end of the tail is unique to only the redfish and is not found in any other fish in the bay. The black drum is also plainly described in its name. It looks just like a redfish, except that it's covered in all black. The juvenile ones have about 4 to 6 stripes along their back, just like a zebra almost. And as they grow older and mature more, they lose these stripes and are covered in just a straight black color with a white underbelly. I have a picture of one of the larger species. This is caught in Tampa Bay right here, and as you can see, the black covering on the back, and then the white underbelly with the large head like the redfish. The speckled sea trout is the least similar looking of the drum family. It is a smaller, slimier fish with black dots all along its body and a greenish dark color at the top that transitions into a silver body and a white underbelly. They are marked by 2 large canine teeth in the front of their mouth that are used to stick different bait fish and shrimp. So keep your hand away from that. They'll get in your hand and it'll cause you a lot of pain. As you can see here on this picture of me with one of these trout, you have these dots along the greenish dark color on the top of them that transition into the gray body and the white underbelly with these 2 large canine teeth here that'll stick into your hand and cause you some pain. So look out for those when you catch one of them. Snookfish fishing is actually one of the best types of fishing Tampa has to offer. I was able to discover that on myfloridaFishandWildlife.com. The snook has a black line that runs laterally along the side of its body, and it's actually used as almost a sonar system to recognize when there's different fish or predators or prey around them. The larger fish have a wide mouth that is called a bucket mouth, like this fish in the picture here that I was able to catch. The fish like this, their mouth opens wide, it's like the bucket mouth, and they have the yellow coloring on their pectoral, dorsal, and tail fins, and that recognizes them as a snook with the silver body and white underbelly. No other fish has yellow coloring like this, so that's unique to only the snook, which is found in Tampa Bay warmer waters. Tarpon are a mighty fish that draw people in from all over the world to catch them. They are characterized by a greenish dark color on the top of their body with the dorsal fin that trails off behind them as they swim. They're a silver fish with large silver scales all over them. And I have a picture of a juvenile one here that I was able to catch with the darker coloring on top, transitioning into the silver body and the white underbelly. This picture of a larger one caught actually in Tampa Bay shows up that dorsal fin trailing off the back of it very well. Catfish are the final species we'll be discussing. These catfish are called catfish because of the whiskers or barbels they have coming out the front of them. They use them as sensors for different fish and different crustaceans down below at the bottom of the water column, as the water down there is dark and murky and tough for them to see. And this picture right here, you are able to see the whiskers and barbels that come off them with that greenish dark blue color transitioning into the white and silver body that is distinct to only the catfish. So today we have learned about the main species of fish that are found in Tampa Bay. And as we talked about, many of the fish that exist in the waters around us are related and even share some of the same characteristics, which I was able to research on usfishandwildlifeservices.gov. Some fish like the saltwater drum, snook, and tarpon are prized fish, while other fish like the catfish you want to stay away from and avoid as they can be harmful. So next time you're taking a walk along the waters of Tampa Bay, be sure to peer below the surface and see if you can identify one of the beautiful creatures swimming below the surface. if you guys have any questions, you can go and feel free to ask them now. Yeah.
Can you eat all the different fish that you identified?
Yeah, so anything in the drum family is actually edible. The snook you can eat a certain time of the year. Other times they are closed and you cannot eat them. And then the tarpon and catfish, you want to stay away from. Those are not edible at all. They're actually harmful. So.
What kind of teeth do the other fish have?
So all the other fish actually in the presentation have like sandpaper type teeth in the inside of their mouth. They don't actually have real teeth like the trout. They have like a sandpaper type of material inside of that will rub away on bait fish and oysters and different stuff on docks. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we'll wrap up. Thank you guys all for being here today. I hope you learned a lot.
All right. Thank you.